Okay, so we're bailing away here, and I'm just in the second field of this job, and it's the last field. It's yielding quite well for a place that got no fertiliser or anything. The first cut done, I think about 250 odd, and I'd say we'll have maybe 135, 140 when we get out of here. So not too bad at all, not bad of a return off of it. Like I say, for a place that got no fertiliser, it's yielding quite well. But not many jobs left now, 2 or 3 over the course of the weekend, and maybe a little bit into next week, and that'll be silage wrapped up for this year. So I told you there was 9145 coming as well. It wasn't planned at all. I just see it advertised in this country, and it was actually advertised for some time. It does have a problem, however, that needs addressing, but it's not the end of the world either. And to get one of them in this spec is pretty hard, so I said I may as well try and snap it up while we could. And you know, it was the range topper in that, and that's the range topper, so I'll probably keep the 2 of them, because like I just said, when are you ever again going to get either of them? Like I said in the previous video, I'm an awful long time looking for one of them. Trying to get one of them was near on impossible. I've seen some of these, but not that. They're very scarce now. Trying to get them too, so you know, it was a no-brainer for me. And there'll be 2 tractors that'll be staying here. There were the 2 range toppers at the time, and they look quite well together. Right, so we were doing a bit of slurry earlier on with the 9145. I haven't filmed much of that tractor. I must film it doing a bit of work. But anyway, we're here in the shed now. This tractor needs a few little bits and pieces. Some of them are done. The beacons weren't working. Now it's leaking out drive shaft, you know, where the 4-wheel drive goes into the seal there, going into the front axle where the drive shaft goes in. So it's a bit of a job because of the loader brackets, because the ones of these with front linkage, they don't have chassis rails, even though this does now because it has loader brackets, but they don't have chassis rails. So what your chassis rail is on these is your 4-wheel drive guard. It's a really heavy guard, and that basically it's tensioned against the back of the tractor, and it's bolted onto the front links, and it's working as it's basically a chassis really. So I need to take that off to get the seal out, but I can't get it down enough with the loader brackets, so I'll have to remove the bottom section of the loader brackets to get that off. So that's a bit of a job. It's been leaking all that way through the summer, and we're just keeping the front axle topped up, but I won't go at it today because it's not a job you're going to get done in 5 minutes, and if something goes wrong then I may need the tractor, and I don't want to be in that situation. And on to this one. I'm going to start doing a few bits and pieces to this one. Number 1 will be fitting the pickup hitch. I need to fit a mudguard to it as well, because I don't know whether it was broke or it was cut, but there's quite a big substantial section gone out of that mudguard. So I have that piece and all. I just need to change that and probably work it for a little bit, and see what jobs we need to do to it, and then it'll go off for paint and various other bits and pieces. But also the lifts don't drop without you standing up in them, and this one you need to really bounce up on top of them to get them to go down. So in case one of the lads has to use this and I'm not around, I'm going to do the ram seals in it here now. Normally get away with cleaning the rubbish out behind them. I'll show you how to do all that now. Right, so I've the pins out of the top arms there. Not easy. The last man wasn't too fond of grease by the looks of things. They were well seized in there, but I didn't have to heat them or anything. I had to cut the end off of one because it got a bit swelled, and then I put a bottle jack in and a big pin, and it pushed it either side of it out. So that was the easiest way out of that one. Now I need to rip the 2 hoses off of my rams. I have the roll pins out of the pins on the top of the ram there. It's not a great setup on them because it's just a little roll pin holding them, and what happens is the roll pin just splits. if the pin isn't greased properly, the pin can turn, it breaks off the roll pin, and therefore your pin could actually slide out. I've never seen it to happen, but yeah, I suppose it could happen nonetheless. So what I'll do is I'll just tap out to do with him now. I'll slide back my rams, I'll rip the holes off my rams, and then I'll show you how to get the ram up to do the seals in them, because there's a common thing on Deutz's, CS's and CVX's that lifts C's. It's a question I've been asked time and time again. So we'll rip it there and we'll show you how to do it. Okay, so I had a customer come to collect the machine there, so that's delayed that process a small bit. But anyway, as you can see here, we had to take off the holes going onto the ram. You'll need to actually shove a screwdriver or a little prying device in there, because there's a snap ring on the ram. That's basically which keeps the ram in place. In the John Deere's you could just pull the piston out, but these are the little snap ring, and it's a pain to get it back on. So what I'll do is I'll have to work the ram up now. It's so, the seals are so tight in the ram, I'll have to put in a bar, work it up, beat down my snap ring, get the snap ring off, pull out the rod, and when that's done, I'll show you a bit more of it. There's kind of no point filming it really, because you won't be able to see what's going on, because I'll be standing in front of the camera. So, well, I've one off there now. That's all I'll be taking off for tonight. My God, that was a struggle. It's definitely the worst one I've ever done. It was seized in there, and what happens you see is the lift just won't drop. It will with weight, but anyway, here is the cause of the whole lot. Is rust goes in behind the seal and it pushes out the seal, and so I'll get a better picture, sorry. As you can see, that's our snap ring there now, so we need to try and, when we clean out the ram, the inside of the ram, we need to try and get that snap ring back on the piston again, and that can be a bit of a challenge. Sometimes it goes straight on, and more times you might have to make 100 attempts of that. So anyway, we'll get that back on, and once we've it all assembled, then we can go to the other side. Right, so I have the seals pulled out, and as you can see, it's rank with rust inside there. It just builds up over time, so that's tomorrow's job now. Clean that out and put the seals back in, and that'll be that side freed out. Thanks be to God, because my God, that was tough. So anyway, that's it from me for this video. We'll make another video also the rest. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate the well-aware messages in the last one. You're a sound old bunch, lads. So we'll chat to you later.